Hey guys, so welcome back to Building a Dream. I'm back out on the property this weekend and we've done some paint already last night. It was a bit too dark to film, which I don't think is dry yet, so I'm going to have to be very, very careful as I'm doing these frames. So that's what I'm doing today. I'm going to try get some walls in for the bathroom and laundry. And like I said, I've been trying to use recycled materials, so I've made all the frames myself. So fingers crossed, and hopefully they'll work, and then hopefully by the end of the day we'll have some bathroom and a laundry. Okay, well, framing. So I was equal parts nervous and excited about this, I guess, because for one, it brings so much to the renovation, like it's a big move, but also you could probably F it up pretty easy, I'm guessing. So I didn't know much about what exactly I was doing. I'd looked up a little bit about framing, but the thing was I also wanted to make the framing with recycled wood, so I had this massive piece of timber and I basically cut that into little pieces to use as the framing, and it worked really well. I was really surprised at how it all came together. It was just the actual getting through it with the jigsaw that was really difficult, but once I was able to cut it, it was just like putting it together like a puzzle. So the biggest tip I could probably give you about framing, just from the little experience I had, is get your measurements right. So it basically came together quite easy if you have those right, but if the measurements are out even a little bit, things are not going to be level and it's just not going to work basically, and you'll have to redo it. So just focus on the first time getting them right and then you'll be good to go from there. The only part that was a bit tricky on this one was also any framing that isn't completely straight. So I had the little corner bit in the caravan here, so that meant measuring out little tiny parts, and you know what, I'm not even sure if that's the right way to do it, but it's still holding up really strong, and there's been no problems with it. Alrighty guys, so I'm getting there. It's a really lengthy process, but it's coming along. So this wall here is going to be the wall in between the laundry and the bathroom. So the laundry will be on this side, the bathroom is going to be on this side, and then I've got a little dividing wall in the bathroom where the shower will be over here, and then there'll be the toilet and basin over this side, and I'm also just going to have a little step in as well to keep all the water in the tiled area. So now I need to make a wall for here and leave open the doorway, but I've been dreading this one because it's not completely square, so it's just going to be all over the fucking place. So I have finished framing out my laundry and bathroom. So you've got the laundry section over here, and then there'll just be like a railing hanging up with a curtain coming down to hide it. And then this is the doorway into the bathroom. So you'll step in here, there'll be like a little sink, toilet here, and then this is your shower that you step into as well. So I've just got to put the walls up now, and then I'll have my rooms. Okay, we're going to secure our walls for our new rooms just the same way that we secured them to the frame of the caravan, just with screws. Make sure that you get it onto the actual frame and not just into the air. Okay guys, so I spent the morning getting some floors in on this side. So I've got all my floors in here, and I also finished off all the walls in the bathroom and laundry. But I do just need to silicone those all up and then give the shower and bathroom some waterproof membrane. And then yeah, I can start putting the walls and floors in there as well. So the floor that I've just put down that you can see, that's going to be the lounge room. And this flooring is actually a broken down toy box that I got for free off Marketplace. But I made sure I broke it down really nicely and kept it in good condition, and I reckon it looks really nice and it clips in together really well, so that there's no gaps, and yeah, it's looking really nice. And then I'm also adding, I got a bunch of pallets for free from Marketplace as well, so all the walls, roof of the caravan are all going to be pallets. Now I have mentioned in my previous video that you would not do this if you were renovating a caravan that's going to be moving. Because it's just going to add way too much weight to the caravan and it would be a
hell of a time to tow. So this is only because my caravan is not going to be moving, so it's always just going to be sitting in one spot. So I just finished off all my beautiful varnishing over here, getting ready to leave the property. Got my paint down there that's in its tub, getting washed with the turps. My dog's just up at the door, and I'm like, no, don't come in. We're going now. What does she do? Jumps up through the paint and then all over the varnish floors with little spots and paw prints everywhere. So I'm back and I've just started siliconing the roof. That was really fun, and hopefully it doesn't rain overnight or tomorrow and it has a chance to seal properly, and then hopefully there's no more water leaks or anything. So I think I've just cut some wood from last time, so I'm going to put that up now for the walls, and then I'm going to start painting the final coat in places and see what I can get done tonight. Okay, so the purpose of this caravan is for me to stay in while I build the container house. So basically I knew I wanted to build a container house on the land, but I was like, well, I'm going to obviously need somewhere to stay when I'm there building it. So I want somewhere that's completely livable, and so that's why I decided to build in the bathroom and the laundry, because I wanted to be able to do everything that I would do in a usual house. So wash your clothes, use the toilet, and use a shower as well. It's also going to have added into it a fireplace just because I get freezing. I've decided not to put insulation in because the weather doesn't get too drastic in this area, so, and I'm used to quite hot weather, so I love the heat. The fireplace will do for the cold, and then I'll be good. Also, I should probably mention the wood that is going in the bathroom, it needs to be treated for wet areas, okay? So some kind of sealer or something over the wood so that it does not damage and get moldy over time. Hey guys, so I'll just show you what I've got going on at the moment, because I'm starting to lay out tiles as well. So I'll just give you a look. I'm just liquid nailing my pallet walls up here. Got all these pellets to hold them while they dry as well and put pressure on them. And then I finished my wall in here. The windows are going to have beautiful like picture frame looking frames on them. And then I'm just starting to lay out tiles in here. So I'm working out what tiles I need to cut, where the drain needs to go and everything. And then I'll start applying those as well. All tiling. So I didn't really know what to expect with tiling, but I was actually pleasantly surprised. I feel like I really like it. Now I probably shouldn't say that too soon, because this is a tiny bathroom, but I thought it was really therapeutic, kind of like painting or reading a book or something like that, and quite easy to do and satisfying when you're done. So basically with tiling, I needed to get some floor tiles and wall tiles. I found these for free off Marketplace again, win-win. And then I needed to mark out where the drain was going to go. I did not have the drain yet. This is why I have not put it in first, and I just wanted to jump the gun because I can't wait for anything. And so then I just marked out where it was going to go, and then basically cut the tiles to go around that. I applied tile adhesive to both the bathroom floor and walls and the back of the tiles, and I used a square something trowel or something to make those little patterns like that you bring across the tile, and you have to do it one way on the wall and the opposite way on the tile. So for example, on the wall do it horizontally, on the tiles do it vertically, and apparently this helps them grip. And make sure you push down quite well when you attach it to the wall or the floor. And also you can also get these little clips that kind of go in each section so that you know you're not it's all straight and level. Also, if it ever looks like my videos are out of order, that's because my life is too. No, it's actually because I do everything out of order, so I have to ping pong back and forth from things when things are drying and all that. Absolutely loving my palette wall. So up the top here, I'm going to go quite old school. So the windows are going to have like picture frame looking frames around them. And then I'm going to do like they used to do in the olden days, the skirting. that comes right down. I think they call them picture rails. And so I'm going to put that across the bottom there and skirting up the top, and then paint the colour that the cupboards are going to be in between, and then have those in between there. And then I'm going to put up some pages of books and stuff and make it look really vintage. So I finished off as much tiling as I can because I didn't bring enough. So I'm missing like one there and some up here as well. So I need to do that. But I'm just going to start varnishing all the walls to give them another coat, and then I'm going to start painting. I mean, come on, that looks pretty good for a beginner, don't you reckon? I'm stoked with it. All that stuff's for free. It's just insane. I honestly still can't even believe it. Also, another little tip, definitely follow the grout instructions. The only problem I had is that didn't wait long enough. I think you meant to wait a day or two or something, and I didn't wait that long. So at first it started to crack and I had to actually end up redoing it. So after I redid it, I waited the correct amount of time and it hasn't cracked since. So it's going really good now. And honestly, let's just talk about palettes for a minute. Like, how good are palettes? If you have not ever looked up what you can do with palettes, just do yourself a favor, go into Pinterest or even Google and just type in palette projects or DIY palette ideas or something along those lines, and you will be shocked with the stuff that you can make from them. They are always my go-to. One last tip for this video, I promise. It's quite a simple one that, you know, you would actually think might be common sense, but for some reason I didn't think about it, so I'm just going to tell you anyway. Maybe buy some like paint clothes, or maybe just like get some old clothes, just have those just for painting. Don't wear a different outfit every day to do your painting because you will destroy each one of those outfits. Okay, so rule of thumb for wood. If it is in a wet area, treat it. Make sure you seal it, do something to the wood to protect it from the water. If it's not, you don't have to worry about it. I have done a varnish on all the wood that's not in the wet areas, except for the roof. I just got scared that water was still gonna leak through, so I still sealed the roof pallets. Just those ones though. But otherwise, don't worry about it, just varnish. So what do we reckon? I think it's looking pretty good. Just consider, this is done by somebody with no experience. All of these materials are free off Marketplace, like cement fibre, MDF, tiles, literally everything. And I don't even have like proper good tools. So I think it looks pretty damn good.